Okay, good day everyone. I am Metiam and I will be reporting about learners who are talented and gifted in visual arts and music. So our key objective is to identify what are gifted and talented learners, the qualities of a gifted and talented learners, and recognize the characteristics of a musically and visually gifted child. Learners who are gifted and talented. Giftedness is not a disability, it is an exceptionality. Gifted and talented children belong to CSN, or what we call children with special needs. They are the children with above average general ability, high level of task commitment, and creativity. Although they are exceptional, they need special services too, like the children with disabilities, because their maximum potentials should be developed and their talents and creativeness should be discovered. It is important to identify if a person is gifted and talented to help you understand what sort of advanced learning might be right for your child or ikaw mismo. Qualities of the gifted and talented learners. So these are the list of qualities of the gifted and talented learners. Number one, they learn more quickly and independent than most students their own age. They often have well-developed vocabulary as well as advanced reading and writing skills. They are very motivated, especially on tasks that are challenging or difficult. And lastly, they hold themselves to higher than usual standards of achievement. So my main topic begin at this point. Here are the pictures of visual arts, which is my main topic is all about. Visual arts. So when we heard visual arts, first thing that comes into our mind siguro is mga paintings, drawings, photography, which is correct naman because they are example of visual arts. In person naman, we're able to think of those great artists and Renaissance period. We have Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, or Michelangelo. Learners who are gifted and talented in visual arts. Children gifted in art develop the desire and ability to depict people and other subjects from their environment at an earlier age than other children. The elements of composition such as color, space, and movement are handled with greater sensitivity by visually gifted students. They can demonstrate their talents in different ways, and it is important to realize that not every product they produce will be outstanding. Yes, because sometimes only those who can appreciate will understand is someone's work or art. Characteristics of visual gifted. Two sets of characteristics are associated with visually talented students, which are behavioral traits and characteristics of their artworks. These are the list of behavioral traits that a visually gifted possess. Number one, they can get their ideas down fast enough. They don't need stimulation. One idea leads to another. Highly developed sensibility rather in certain areas, example is movement, space, rhythm, or color. Show integration of thinking, perceiving, and feeling. Example is Mona Lisa or La Gioconda of Leonardo da Vinci, and highly imaginative. Next is the characteristics of their artwork shows fluency of imagination and expression, depicts its own style or technique. There is a directness or of expression motivated by personally meaningful experiences, and their work is intensely personal and shows an inner need for visual expression. So everyone can make art because everyone has a unique way of looking at the world. And when you express yourself in a focused, meaningful way, that becomes your art. Everyone is an artist on their own way. So my next topic is all about learners who are gifted and talented in music. Music art. It is an art concerned with combining vocal or instrumental sounds for beauty of form or emotional expression, usually according to cultural standards of rhythm, melody, and in most Western music, harmony. It's unsure what exactly makes a person musically gifted, but is it the genetics nga ba or the exposure to music from infancy, but most likely it's a combination of the two. Someone with inherent musical talent will find it easier to pick songs out from listening and play them on a variety of instruments. The understanding of music comes naturally to them because their brain processes the oral information at another level. They can do everything you would expect a highly talented musician to do, with practice, listening, and effort, of course. So the question is this to say a normal person will never become a successful musician? The answer for that is no. The only difference between a musician with natural talent and average talent is time. The average person will take longer to learn and master what the natural does quickly, but time and effort is the great equalizer. And there are many gifted musicians who end up walking away from music because they never develop good practice skills. Kasi hindi naman pagkapanganak mo ay marunong ka na agad kumanta or nakakabirit tulad nila Morissette or Regine Velasquez. So it takes really time and effort to really achieve something. Signs that a child or student may be musically gifted include musically responsive movement. If you are familiar with the word groove, meaning enjoyable rhythm. So ako personally, na-experience ko ito, lalo na if Blackpink song ng kantahan because I'm a Blackpink fan. Yes. Response to good and bad sounds. Listening for music in the world. Here are some examples of what this may look like. Tapping pencils or objects rhythmically, hearing and singing back the sound of birds or a bell, being drawn to the sounds of the world, making random noises with their voice to augment another sound in the world, echoing sounds back they hear. Number 4, hearing songs or melodic ideas all around. These are able to find songs they recognize from only a few pitches. Number 5, instrument playing by ear. Students with high musical ability will be able to play an instrument and easily figure out songs they have heard before. Number 6, matching pitch. How well a student matches pitch with their voice. Number 7, picking out harmony lines. This is one of the most difficult things in music to do is play and pick out harmonies. This is also one of the elements of music which is the most emotionally impactful. Number 8, heightened emotional response. Musically gifted student will respond to the feeling with depth and complexity, changing with the piece as it moves through the phrases. Number 9, musical people uh, in their family. Musical talent in its natural form does have a strong relationship with genetics. And number 10, sustained focus on music. Those with natural music gifts understand music easily. They don't get bored with music and longer pieces. Number 11, of course, enjoys music. So here is a quote from Sting. If you play music with passion and love and honesty, then it will nourish your soul, heal your wounds, and make your life worth living. Music it is its own reward. And also if you put time and effort in music, then you could also be a great musician someday. So that's it. Thank you everyone. I am Perli Micham and thank you for listening and I hope you've learned something from our topic.